Can't hear you.
There we go. Welcome in, everybody. If y'all in here, let us know. Drop your comment, city, state. Let us know where you checking in from. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We're a little behind schedule. Right now, I want to warm up a bit. We in here. We late, so we're going to get straight to it. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Drop your city, state in the chat. Also, get straight to your questions. We here for a good time, not a long time. So I am AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Business Network. I'm also the Clean Business GOAT. And we're here to help you. I got some company with me today, and these are great people. I'm going to let them tell you exactly who they are.
I'll kick it off. I'm Brandon Orr. I am a cleaning business owner of multiple years, maybe 6 years in the game. Came from corporate sales and transferred my sales skills over to the cleaning business industry. Always willing to help and be a resource wherever needed.
Thank you, sir.
All right, my name is Sherman Lewis Jr. I am the cleaning business owner of Squeaky Clean here in South Carolina. Also Clean Success Academy and Clean Success VA Staffing Solutions. My background is I have a military background, so I focus on systems, automations, and how to set your business up to grow to the next level.
Why you saying it like it don't mean nothing?
It is what it is, brother.
Yeah, I'm a big dog. I really ain't saying too much, brother. Look, if you man, just say that. Yeah. What y'all got going on today, fellas? How y'all feel?
Man, I feel great. I've been ripping and running. I was late for my haircut appointment this morning, so I had to reschedule it. Went and filled in for one of my accounts because their cleaner was out, so I had to fill that in. And closing out one of my accounts to get rid of them. It's the last day. I'm gonna have a cigar and a shot just to celebrate not having that account again.
Right.
Congratulations.
Cheers to that.
Congratulations.
Right. Well, how you feel, Brandon?
Man, I feel good. Every day is a good day, man.
Sure.
A lot of errands to run and got to get some stuff back to my CPA. But other than that, man, every day is a good day. I'm going to hop off for a quick second, maybe about 20 minutes, do parent-teacher conference virtual.
That's right.
For the kids, and we back in that thing, though.
Okay, bet. We'll be here. Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with that. One thing about us all here, we're gonna handle our responsibilities. I love that. So absolutely. I think we got some. All right, we got some. We'll start with this. If y'all got questions, drop them in the chat because that's what keeps us going. So we're gonna start with the one we got here. But before we do that, I'm coming to you. We're gonna do the shout out first. We got one. Shout out to Mr. Love 85, Connecticut, checking in. I appreciate you checking in with us. Then we got Miss Silva Hernandez. Shout out to you. Got a chance to meet her and her daughter out in Vegas at the CBN conference. Shout out to her. And she has a question. She says, I have a walkthrough at a gym today that was sent by your team. I haven't cleaned gyms before. Any tips? You done gyms before?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take it myself. So I have. And it depends, man. So what I want to tell you. First thing I want to tell you, same thing when any walkthrough is the same. Okay, so don't let what type of building it is and all of that. Don't worry about that. A walkthrough is a walkthrough. You're going to go in there and do the same things I've been telling y'all to do. Make sure you just listen to them. Let them tell you what they need, and then you listen and see if you can provide that at a high level. Once we got that out of the way, if you actually close the deal, the number one thing I remember with the gym that we had was the mats. Those mats are hard to clean. And it had got to a point where I know one of the people that I was managing, they would get down and literally just spray the spots where it was strong, like chalk at, and literally scrub it with their hands and knees on the floor because it was a lot. You know what I mean? So, but when we switched him out and we put another person in there, the other person had some type of system. They used to knock it out quick. I don't remember what they did, but they figured out a fix. So, but be mindful of that. So if you can mention the mats, if they have them, that's probably going to help you stand out because it's probably important to them. What else? make sure you specify if they want the machines done or not. If they got machines, because different types of gyms. Sometimes they got studios and then a lot of equipment. It could be CrossFit. It could be, so many different. Now I forgot we had a CrossFit. I did. It's been multiple experiences with gyms. But yeah, long story short, do the walkthrough, treat it like any other walkthrough, gather information, and then after that, come back and see us. And then ask me about no more questions. I think you in the automation program. I think you one of those ones that got it way back in the day. I could be wrong, but I think you were. So you got access to CBN if you are. If my memory serves you correctly, go email support@cleanbusinessnetwork.com and see if you got access. And let's get you in the new community, so you can update on us after that walkthrough. We can help you better. All right, what else we got? Nate Dogg checking in. You better lay low. Let me turn my sounds off because it's distracting me. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what we got. Nate Dogg says, where to get contracts? Where do you think he should get contracts from, y'all?
Right here. I just put it in the chat. I already put it in the chat. Cleanbizleads.com. There you go.
There it is.
And you probably want to look at more information.
Yeah, we can get more.
So I can give you my scenario. I don't like doing cold calls, but cold calls, if you don't have the time to kind of go out and about and go from location to location, doing like door to door and stuff like that, then cold call is the way to go. Like I said, the link is down below for Clean Biz Leads. Those are not even leads; those are actual appointments. So that would be my first bet if you had the finances to kind of do that and the time to kind of set that up and go to those. That's hands down the best way to go, because those are actual appointments with actual decision makers, not just leads that are headed out to everybody else. Another thing you can do is email marketing, right? Email campaigns, send out emails, get a list, the same way you got your list for your calls. You can probably get lists that way for your emails, but another way to get that would be D7 lead finders. And I don't want to take all the glory, so I'm gonna let you guys kind of finish up. But the way I do it is they contact me. So my system is set up where they go to my Google, or they find me on Google, Google My Business or whatever, and they locate me. Most of my clients come from either them contacting me or being referred from another client that I currently have.
Love that. You want some more? I mean, we got the sales expert over there. I don't
want to say y'all go ahead.
No, that's great. And there's multiple ways, as you heard. You go buy leads, right? Which you're all gonna have to pay a price. You're always gonna have to pay a price. It's either gonna be a price in time or a price in money. The price in time, well, the price in money, you heard it already. You can buy leads, well, buy appointments. Best appointments in the industry because they're already booked for you, doing all the heavy lifting, right? If you don't have time to make 100 calls a day, guess what? The program will make 100 calls a day for you and book your appointment and put it on your calendar. So all you got to do is show up and show out and close the deal. Or if you are a hunter like myself, I'm more of an outbound guy. I like to have my hand in the sales often. So I call it a mixed bag. So do a mixture of cold calling, do a mixture of dropping into accounts. Potential accounts that I want to clean, or that look like, some businesses that need to be cleaned. As Sherman just said, email marketing works. And you could also do heavy networking, get to be that person in your community. So you could go to events, networking events, shake hands, kiss babies, and do all that, and get introduced to companies who would like your services. And you could even join networking groups. So there's multiple ways. So whatever fits your style and whatever you like to do, then just do it. It's either go cost time or money, though.
That's it. That's literally it. Nate Dogg. I'm picking with Nate Dogg. I might as well get him one more time. I'm skipping because this is funny to me. He said, I find it difficult getting bank leads. You know why? Because it is. It is. Honestly, it is. So you can't just typically, unless it's a super small bank, but you can't just go get them like that. They got a whole network going on. You got to get on their vendors list. You got to put in for the RFP. It's a whole process. I put a video on CBN a couple of years ago. Actually, that was just in 2024. Actually, it wasn't too long ago, but yeah, a couple of years ago. All right, I'm gonna go to Instagram and then we'll come back over here. I got Kite or Kita, something like that. Says, should I keep residential money and commercial on two different accounts as far as Stripe? That's a good question. It depends. The first answer is there is no wrong answer to that question. I mean, excuse me, there's no right answer to that question or wrong, either way, however you want to put it. But because, all right, so I'll say this, and I just learned this not too long ago. Stripe does advise that if you're going to do two separate types of businesses, to separate the Stripe account. So you can have a Stripe organization and then you have under like sub accounts under your main Stripe organization account. For me, what I found literally recently, is if you want to see the different streams of your money, especially if you're not invoicing through QuickBooks and you have a good chart of account set up, and not just QuickBooks, any accounting software. But if you don't have your chart of account set up properly with your bookkeeping, then it would be good to separate them and have two separate Stripe accounts because it'll be easier to categorize the pots of money coming in. If you got good chart of accounts and you're able to distinguish that within that same Stripe account, then you're fine. You can do that because it's still the same company. So it really don't make no difference. But if you want to separate the money and that's going to make it easier for you, then go ahead and separate them. It ain't like it costs you something to have a separate Stripe account. Now, here's the other issue, though. I don't know if you're using our CRM. The other issue is going to be you can only connect your CRM to one Stripe account. So that's another issue. So then you would need a second CRM account. And if you are with us and you need a second one, let me know. I'll just give you one. All right. What else we got? That was a good question. That was a little deeper question. All right. You got that. I got that. Okay. What else we got? What up out of Texas? Shout out to Texas. Appreciate y'all checking in. I'll be there next month out in Austin. Door to door. Facts. And Sherman was just talking about that. Definitely door to door always works. Cold calling, always classic stuff. All right. AJ, shout out to Eddie. He said, AJ, is this where I fall short? This is where I fall short, is using the money I make on personal bills. Don't we all? Right? It happens, especially in the beginning. You know what the answer to that is? Get more money. Because business, I'm telling y'all, boy, and I'm gonna try not to talk too much on every question I be trying to share. But I'm gonna tell you something with business. That's a whole separate entity other than you. So you have to make enough to sustain this entity, and then also make enough to sustain you as an entity and your whole well-being as well. You just got to make more money. You have to make enough money to where you can put yourself on a comfortable salary, be able to pay yourself dividends or withdrawals and all of that, however you need to do it. Not withdrawals, but draws as an owner draws. Yeah, you just got to make more money. Honestly, bro, like it is what it is. And don't feel like you're messing up by using the money you make to pay bills, because if you don't, then how else you gonna pay the bills? The only other thing to do is get a job and then run a company on the side. But you probably don't want to do that. You're already at this point, so you just got to make more money, grow that business. Anything? All right.
Man, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, sometimes you have to go in there. It's like, man, these bills are kind of getting overwhelming. And I know there were times when I had to do that too. It's like, man, I gotta, and mainly for me, it's like when payroll comes, because my payroll is kind of people get paid. Jesus.
Listen, every Friday, brother.
Yeah, my people get paid.
Friday.
And
they don't
make sure they get. I have to. So you gotta. Sometimes you gotta do that.
I got so many thoughts in my head I want to say about that. Boy, I tell you, and people just think it's just endless money, and you just got to keep paying stuff.
Yeah,
it don't stop. All right, I got that one already. Warehouse offices. I guess you're asking how to get them the same way you get everything else. You go figure out who's in charge of hiring a cleaning company. You have a conversation with them. Y'all move forward from there, pretty much. I have a question. What you got? Wilfredo, I believe is what that is. I have a question about using the automation robot for cleaning. What's your question? All right. Silva Hernandez says, I just worry because I have tried on my own and they always say they don't have much budget. I'm sure they are going to make it seem like they don't need much done. I worry about the profit and quality. So how do we make sure that we don't have to worry about the profit? You make sure you know what you're doing when you price that job. And you make sure the job is priced with profit in there, right? So and guess what? And don't be scared to no. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to lose it. That's why y'all got. I forgot who I was going to talk to about this. It was shout out to my 1010 client. I ain't gonna say her name because it's not a compliment, and it's not an insult either, but it's not a compliment. So, but I was going to tell her too is that's why and not just her, but everybody should hear this. That's why you got to keep your pipeline full, because then you don't feel so needy for the jobs. It don't matter. It's like, okay, if I lose this one, okay, well, I'm closing the next one or the other one or the other one. We got motion. You got to have some motion going. That way you ain't so hung up on just this one. I got to close this one. Or what if I miss out? Or what if I overbid? What if I underbid? No, your price is your price. They're going to take it or leave it. You know what you bring to the table. And then if they don't want it, well, all right, well, they want it. You know what I mean? Or the other ones want it. But you just got to keep that pipeline full. Hopefully that answers your question. Miss Jarrett checking in. Shout out to CBN. CBN in here heavy today. We got CBN people in here. Shout out to y'all. Okay. What are your thoughts on Google local service ads 2026? My thoughts in 2026 is exactly what they were in all the other years. Shout out to Tone. What's good, brother?
Yo.
Yeah, and actually, you might know a little something about this. I can't remember or not. But Jared was asking about it. Google local service ads. I'm gonna say mine first, but I'm gonna let y'all go because I feel like you might add some value.
No, Tone's good because I didn't really do ads a lot. I wasn't an ad guy, so I think Tone is the expert on that.
And I'm not really into it. I think that if a Google business profile is usually pretty good, and then if you got a nice website, that'll serve you pretty well. And then also too, all right, here we go. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. But at the very same time, Google does have reps that'll talk to you and walk you through that stuff. So there's that too. I say this. My answer to all marketing is yes. My answer to all marketing is yes. For me, that wasn't my way. I feel like if you want walkthroughs, then just go get the walkthroughs. I think cleanbizleads.com is a great avenue. just get straight to it. But maybe Google service ads might work for you. What you got, Tone?
Hold on real quick, bro. I'm trying to get my. All right. Yeah, no, local service ads, man. If you're doing any type of special service or residential, it's really good. But as far as like commercial, it's a little bit difficult because you get a lot of calls that if you don't catch them fast enough, they'll burn up your budget. That necessarily aren't what you're looking for. That would be my only thing with local services. But as far as local services, man, we ran it up off of local services, but that's when we were doing a little bit of everything. So, we were doing house cleaning, we were doing post-construction, we were doing move in, move out cleans, like we were doing, carpet cleaning and pressure washing. We were doing everything. And so local services, they will keep you busy, but you got to know, what's your, like, what are you trying to attract? Now, if you're trying to attract more commercial clients, I would say do not go with local services. Like, unless you're doing it on a specialized, like, you're only marketing to carpet cleaner, or you're only marketing to
Oh, Tony, I think you kind of froze for a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull over real quick.
Okay.
But what was the last thing you heard, bro?
The last thing I heard was like a marketing, and then it kind of cut off, so I don't know what that was.
Oh yeah, like from a marketing standpoint, like if you're marketing to primarily commercial, I wouldn't use local services for that.
So with me, what I learned with the Google ads and stuff like that, like Tony said, if you don't know how to use them, don't just try it. You know, you want to try to research it and get some help from the Google reps that they have in there for you, because you'll end up wasting money, like Tony said. A lot of things when it comes to marketing, it's basically building your brand, in my opinion, building, getting yourself out there in social media and, Google my business profile, posting, YouTube, all that other stuff to increase the visibility to your brand and go that route. It's time, currency wise, it's cheaper, right? But time wise, it takes a lot of time unless you have a system in place to kind of help you do all of that stuff kind of fast. But yeah, so like I said, I'm not one to use Google ads. I tried Facebook when I first started. It worked for a little bit, but it wasn't my thing unless I put somebody in place to kind of handle that. That's not my expertise. So, but it works. It works. Anything works. You just have to make it work.
Yeah, I guess the all in all and same thing with the Google ads, man. Google ads, they're good, they work, but do your research. But like really, man, with the local services is really just that. Like if you're a house cleaner, or if you do some type of special services, it's gold. It's gold. It's easy way to get leads. They calling you directly. Like, it's not like some of those other services.
Angie's leads and stuff like that. Yeah.
AJ saying them by name, so it's not like
I ain't scared.
or a thumbtack or something like that where everybody racing to the bottom. Local services, they're calling your phone. Like they're calling you directly. So that's so if you're doing it for residential, or some type of specialty clean, 100% go for it. Make it a part of your budget, make it a little good investment. But if you're like trying to stay focused on the commercial, I would invest some time into learning about Google ads and optimizing your SEO when it comes to that, not local services.
I think that was great. I ain't gonna say nothing else. All right, my guy Mahar tapping in. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to you. He's bought some more leads yesterday, so shout out to him. If y'all don't know if y'all should trust this guy up here in the top right corner, at least that's where it is on my screen. Ask him about it. He'll tell you. Look, or anybody else on here, they tell you. I ain't gotta tell you. All right, top notch, my guy, Mr. Terry himself from Portsmouth, Virginia. This is somebody I actually grew up with. I'd be so happy to see my brother out here living his life. Started his cleaning company. That's all right. Anyway, almost had a moment. Peace and prosperity, AJ, Andrew, and Brandon, and Tony as well. Now, you wrote this before Tony got here. Be careful on Angie. See, I ain't say the name. He said the name. Well, I did say the name, but he's saying it too. So, which again, no shade, no beef. I don't want no problems, but I'm just going to tell you what I know. I'm going to tell you what I experienced, and I'm going to tell you what other people told me they experienced, and then it's up to you to decide what you want to experience.
I'll tell you my experience. I don't care.
$3,400 is crazy.
So yeah, Angie, specifically Angie List, they will call you all the freaking time saying, well, don't you want to add more? No, man, leave me the hell alone. Yeah. because it's, to me, a lot of it seems, okay, I'm sorry, but to me, it seems scamish, right? It seems scamish to me. And they keep trying to get you to kind of increase your visibility and all this other stuff. And they're calling all the time. And a lot of times, it was one time where it was the same guy calling me back every time. I was like, I recognize your voice. You're the one that called. They had stopped calling. So no, they
making all type of antitrust laws.
And I hope you hear me.
Damn. He said, I hope you hear me. That's crazy. Okay. Well, that's what y'all heard it. My guy Will says, will it be a starting pay for a technician? What would be a starting pay for a technician? I think it's what you're going to ask. Basically, is it pay somebody? It depends on where you live. Should I go further? I'm trying to shut up and let y'all do it. But
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, definitely, because what I've noticed is that I'll see other kind of posts from different groups and stuff like that, and everybody will ask the question, well, what do I pay, or what do I charge, or how much for this? And everybody will throw out their numbers, but nobody says where they're from when they're throwing out those numbers. The numbers are not the same. In California, the pay is different than in South Carolina or Chicago or anything like that. You need to kind of put some validity and some kind of perspective on the numbers that people are throwing out. What I would do is you can go to Thumbtack or go to Google or ChatGPT and say what's the average or kind of the relative pay range for a cleaning technician in this area. Let them do the research. It'll do it for you. And then you can kind of decide from there where you want to go in reference to how much you want to pay your people. And then you could take it a little bit further. I got prompts from ChatGPT that will take you to a whole nother level. I'm only sharing that with my automations people. And maybe 1010. So you get in 1010 and you get in automations, that's the only time I share it. I'm not sharing it other than that.
And actually, now that you mention it, we forgot to tell the people. If you like anything you're hearing here, you wish you can work with us one-on-one, well, I got good news for you. You can. All you got to do is go to www. You ain't got to put the www on this one. This is a good one. 1010program.com. All right. Just go to 1010program.com. Choose who you want to work with. We got Tone, we got Brandon, we got myself, we got Mr. Sherman Lewis here. We here to help. And I'm telling y'all, I've been watching their calls. If I can say it plain, they better than me. When they come to this coaching stuff, one-on-one, they better than me. That's why I brought them on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a nice person. I'm really kind. I ain't gonna say I'm nice. I'm kind. I'm a kind person. I like to build everybody up, think positive. Mr. Nice Guy. But these guys, they're gonna get you where you need to be. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set you up. And they're going to slam it home. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all going to be in great shape. So go to 1010program.com, join, and get in that one-on-one coaching program. Now, if you can't afford that one-on-one coaching program because it is a whole program and it ain't cheap because we are not cheap people, all right? We valuable. But if you just need a one-time talk, just go to consultation.cleanbiznetwork.com. And you can book a one-time one-on-one with either one of us on here. All right. Actually, we didn't get this one yet, did we? Oh, you did. You got it. Yep, you got it. That was good enough. All right, cool. This is specifically for sweepers and buffers. I've seen new technology with automated sweepers and buffers. Do you believe there's more ROI if a robot is doing compared to a human? Absolutely, there's more ROI in that. I remember what you were talking about too about the robots or whatever. Absolutely. So let's be clear about this. And for my anti-capitalists out there, don't hate the player, hate the game. I didn't create this. I just figured out how it works, and I'm learning how to win it within their system. We can figure out how to change it after we get a little more power, but for now, it is what it is. All right. Robots, AI, absolutely there's better ROI. They not calling out sick. They gonna work as long as you oil them up, do the routine maintenance. Wow. It ain't no salary. You buy it one time, or you might even finance it, right? But you put that thing in there and let it go to work, and you just get the money. Absolutely, there's more ROI. Is that all you want? I'm not gonna make sure I'm getting you a good question. I'm getting everything you're asking. Sweepers, buffers, yeah, it's definitely more ROI for sure. I'm not advocating. Go for it. Let's go.
And this is just for 1010. The 1010 kind of viewers right now. And I think I got this concept, I believe, from a conversation I actually had with the other coach, Tony. And this was a couple of years ago, right? So if you're going to, say, bid on a job that you know is going to require a scrubber. Now, a scrubber, the hand scrubber or whatever, that's not as high tech as the robot one. So I'm not talking about that. I haven't priced those, so I don't know the price on those yet, but I will. But so for instance, for a scrubber, floor scrubber and stuff like that, find out what that price is, put that price, the finance price throughout a period of a year, 6 months, wherever you can finance it, put that price into your contract, have them pay for your scrubber. You don't have to put that in the contract that they're paying for the scrubber, but you put in the contract, hey, this is a service that we're going to provide you quarterly, monthly, or whatever. You end up not paying for the scrubber. They end up paying for the scrubber. and you got an extra service, you pick up the contract. That's just something that I started doing. So this is just for you guys and for my 1010 program people. So definitely, I think, like I said, I don't know if it was Tony that told me that, but I know that kind of thought that he put in my head helped me figure out, hey, I can get all the equipment that I need. I can just have that account pay for that equipment, and I don't have to worry about and stress over it. Appreciate
Now,
it.
that was a gem. That was a gem. I like that one. And if Tone gave you that, shout out to Tone, he just got back. That's a good one. I like that.
My bad, y'all. I'm headed to the next one.
You already know. We know you out there too in the boondocks. So yeah, living that good life. By the way, hold on. Did the people know? I'm not sure if y'all saw my social media. This man right here did his first TEDx talk.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Amazing, brother.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I haven't seen it yet.
Definitely appreciate the CBM fam for pulling up, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up for sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to have that.
Oh, they doing it to him again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he killed it, bro. I was so excited. I was so excited that he walked out to that Frankie Beverly maze. Y'all know it took everything in me not to get out in that aisle. Look, I was gonna move these little feet of mine over here, get the two-stepping. They gotta watch themselves. What's good, Miss Charlotte? Welcome in. All right, we got what accounting payment processing service do you recommend? Well, that's different. That's two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
So accounting is bookkeeping. So QuickBooks is what I actually use again these days. It's crazy. I started with QuickBooks, then I left them for a few years. Now I'm back. But I always say Wave apps because it's free, and I actually have tutorials on it. And are they still free? I haven't checked in a while. We don't know. Yeah,
I'm on QuickBooks too.
Yeah, but so either one of those is fine. And then as far as payment processing, Stripe. Your bank can do it too. With Stripe. All right. How to get cleaning contracts for strip club? You just walk in there and go get it. Same way you get any other contract.
Paul, you got to say the name first, then read the question.
You right. What is the? Oh. Can't make this up.
Nah.
Can't make this up. Well, hold on. I need some type of some sound effects around here for moments like that. Let's get something. All right, Pastor. You crazy. No judgment though, but that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with the strip club. That's up to you.
I will say this. Okay. I will never personally find out. I don't know, but what I would kind of think, maybe you'd have to go in just the same way you do any other business. Just go in and give them your card, and
that's it.
Only be in there for a certain period of time. Don't stay in there all day. And be careful with your walkthroughs. That's all I'll say. No, I want to stay married. I'll never do that. Nope.
That was a good laugh. Yeah, but you get it the same way you get every other contract. All right. What is this? Is it Tania? Is it Tanya? Miss?
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm new and I'm struggling on pricing. I'm in San Diego and our minimum wage here is $17.75. Thanks for that contact because that helps. Yep. With the help of ChatGTP, we came up with the price of $60 an hour and a minimum of $185 per clean. Can I have your input? My input is absolutely not.
Yeah,
that's why I be telling y'all, stop thinking you don't need a coach because AI is here. AI don't know nothing other than the things that they learn from other people. And everybody on this internet ain't right. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Yeah, I gotta remember these are learning language models, or what's the other one? They changed it now. Large learning model or something. It used to be learning language model. They changed it somewhere. But anyway, no. So that'll work on small contracts once a week, maybe 3,000, 4,000 square foot or smaller once a week. But no, that ain't gonna work. So if your minimum wage is $17.75, you probably want to pay somebody about 19 an hour. Hold on, let me do my math on here. I want to make sure.
And also, AJ, is this commercial or residential? That for me, that feels like that would be different.
That's a good point. She did not specify, and I am automatically always thinking commercial. Good. So if I add, because y'all, so my sweet spot to everything is $12. So whatever you're going to pay somebody else, so I told you to pay your people 19, I'm gonna put 12 on top of that. So I would charge 31 an hour to the contracts that I bid in commercial. And residential, I just double what I'm gonna pay somebody else per hour. Really, that's enough. I ain't about to do all the math and stuff. We ain't all right. That was good. Hopefully you got something from that. All right. Jared says, yeah, I'm leaning more towards residential. I saw that earlier. Yes. So going back to your Google Leads question, yes. For that niche, go for it and try it and just see. Try it and see. It definitely could work for that for sure. But yeah, because you said Google service. Yeah, right. That's better than, to me, that would be more ideal for that versus Google Ads. Yep. And then yep, you good. All right, cool. All right. On Indeed, commercial cleaners, wages. See, she talking commercial. Wages range from 24 to 28. Okay, good. See, and that's exactly what I was going to tell you. That's exactly what I was going to say. Look on Indeed, see what other companies are paying people in your area for those. Now, be clear now, make sure that you specify, because sometimes you're looking at what the university is paying janitorial hourly workers. Don't compare them. Look for the ones that's looking for after-hour cleaners, building commercial cleaners. Is a difference. And so compare yourself with those other smaller companies like that. See what they paying people. And if it really is the range, cool. Pick your range within that, somewhere around that area. Add $12 to that. That's your price and charge that. All right. If you say www. You are over. This guy funny, bro. Old woman. I'm not sure, but this is funny. And it's true. But it's actually a catch to that. The reason why I say www. Is because sometimes you really got to say that because these websites be acting up. So you can go to somebody's domain and it won't pop up. But if you add the www. For some reason, it'll pop up. So that's why I make sure I specify that sometimes. All right. What do we got? My guy still tapped in with us. I appreciate you. You locking in. Look, y'all getting all our jokes and everything. All right. What else we got? Cash Craze, welcome back. She says, where can we find the TED Talk on their YouTube? Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, when we was there, they said they're going to eventually put them up. So it was asking that we don't post nothing because they supposed to put it up at some point. I haven't seen it. I was there, but yeah, I don't know. All right, but shout out to Tone. All right, Alan Ivy says, bro, going to supervise a little too much there. Right, you talk about that strip club pastor going to be doing too much. Funny. All right, I'm gonna check on y'all in a minute. Instagram, if y'all got something. Alberto Cruz, sound like a boxer. I gotta watch myself. Says, what is the easiest way to learn how to bid? Hold
on, I got it real quick. Clean Biz Network, right? Go to Clean Biz Network. If you go to Clean Biz Network, you will get access to a CRM. And in the CRM, it actually has the calculator, which will help you bid on those accounts. The other thing is the guy that's right next to me, that's doing all the talking, the GOAT, him. So you're in the right place. But you need to get into the community. Get into the community, and you can ask all these questions anytime you want to. Anytime you have, an account that you are trying to you're questioning what to charge and stuff like that. Get into CBN. Even though we're talking about the 1010 program, the ultimate foundation started with the CBN. So you get into the family first and then work your way up to the 1010 program and the automations and all the other stuff that's provided. Get in at the CBN level, and then you can ask all those questions that you want. You don't have to wait for these, weekly calls. You can actually get us directly. Well, him directly, because he's so good at I'm not good at it. I struggle every time. I just luck up, but he is awesome at it. So that's how you do it.
Hey, look, don't do that humble stuff with us. You know. I appreciate you though. And this is funny. Shout out to Darrell Moore, another CBN alumni here. This man said he got 5 gentlemen clubs. Look, he professional. He ain't say strip club like we were saying. He said he got gentlemen clubs. You know what I mean? And they very profitable. Don't sleep on those. And then Listen, see, y'all be saying the stuff I be thinking, and I be scared to say stuff, and I be forgetting that y'all my people. Because our show was gonna say, make sure you sterilize and sanitize that stuff now. And this man that got into bullet-borne pathogens. It's all right though. This is fact. This is fact. Shout out to Darrell. Hey, look. So hey, if you want to drop him some knowledge in there and give him some tips on how to get it, we already said it's really all the same. But if you want to drop him, let us know. I mean, shout out to Darrell checking in. Welcome back. My guy Brandon is here. Alan says I underbid a high traffic sports facility. It happens at 4 labor hours per visit, but realistically, it take about 7 to 8 to meet their expectations. How would you approach restructuring the pricing without damaging? That's a good question. And he said without damaging the relationship. I'm going to let y'all go first because I'm gonna have a long-winded answer.
Okay. I'm gonna try to. I'll keep. Well, Brandon, you go ahead and jump in if you want to, since you were kind of gone for a little bit.
Yeah, so I would just document, through your walkthroughs, and obviously you've already pinpointed how many hours you underbid. I would document like some of those processes that you thought would take less time, but they actually do take more. So those exact processes or activities, and I would just take it back to them and just be honest with them. Just have integrity and say, hey, it happens every now and then, and we significantly underbid by almost half, and here's what's happening in our inspection reports. These are the exact areas where we found that are taking more time than we anticipated, than we bid estimated or whatever. And then you just come up with a plan together, and you just say, hey, either we can, alter the scope of work. We can, hey, if you don't care about X area that much, what we'll do is we'll do X area once a month instead of every visit, and we'll go heavier on Y area. Or whatever alteration to the scope of work kind of fits the budget of that company. Or if it's like, hey, hey, we gotta have this and we gotta have that. Just have that conversation with them about increasing the price. And obviously it was a mistake on your end, so that conversation is not always pretty, but at least you are doing your part in being a businessman and having integrity and being transparent with them about the situation. So and most people, if they understand business and understand a service-based industry, they'll understand, because a lot of times you really don't know until you get in there. You could be the best bidder in the world and do the best walkthrough in the world until you get in there. That's when you really know. So, and I tell my people that all the time on the walkthrough sometimes. That way you're prepping them just in case anything goes south for those weird facilities, because some facilities are weird like that. So
right. No, that's for everything you said.
So, and what I'm going to say is basically going to be what AJ is going to say, because I learned from him. But when you addressed, and first of all, Brandon did a great, such a politically correct response. I love the way that you kind of put out that. Absolutely great. All right. So I'm going to say it like this, though. All right. You have to be willing when you do stuff like that, have to be willing and understand that, are you willing to lose that account? Okay. You have to be willing to lose that account if you're going to have that conversation. But the thought process is, if you keep it, you're still losing, because you're losing money, because you're not making profit, because you underbid. So now, knowing that, have the conversation. And if you, a lot of times, if you walk through it like Brandon said, and you kind of explain, kind of give an explanation of why your number was off compared to what the actual clean rate is going to be, or the amount of hours that it's going to be required to clean, they'll understand. And sometimes they actually know, hey, this person probably should have charged me more. But because you said, ooh, I'm going to only charge them $1,200, we'll take it. You know what I mean? But hey, you have to be willing to lose it, and it's okay. You're not perfect. They don't expect you to be perfect. No client even expects you to be perfect and get it right all the time. They don't. They just want you to fix it. That's all they really want. The pain points come with fixing the issue. If it's an issue and it's not going to give them the satisfactory or the cleaning that they were looking for, the expectation that they were looking for, if it's not going to meet that expectation, then try to figure out how to fix it. And going back and saying, hey, you made a mistake is fine.
Facts.
Perfect.
You definitely knew what I was gonna say. That's always the first one. All right, now we can go to renegotiate, but make sure you're willing to walk away. If you ain't willing to lose that, then you might as well go and shut up and put up. But if it mean that much to you, so that's number one. Thank you for getting that one out of the way. I got some more here though, because you gave us more context down here. You put the numbers up there. I ran those real quick. According to my math, it looked like you went roughly about $24 an hour. I don't know if you realize that equates to that. So if that's the case, assuming because they say $14.60 a month, you're doing 2 times a week. Yeah. So at $24 an hour, my next question would be to you then, how much are you paying your people? Because if you pay them, if you want to still in one of those areas where you can pay somebody $15 an hour, you actually are still profitable. So make sure before you say I underbid, make sure you know your numbers. Okay, that's number one. Then speaking of that, shout out to Tone because he helped me to see this when we was at the workshop that we just had last week. Are you cleaning fast enough? Sometimes it's not that the job take that long. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing. It's simply you don't know what you're doing, so you're going too slow, or you super OCD, or like you super clean, and it's like you can't scale that way. You got to get in and get out. Commercial cleaning, if you're gonna be profitable, you got to get in and get out, and you got to know your systems. Like Brandon was just saying earlier, go back to the scope of work. Sometimes you don't have to hit everything every night. We saying the quiet part out loud now. Shout out to Tone, because he did it last time when I was on here 2 weeks ago. And I said, you know what? He right though. Hell, I'm gonna keep, you know what I mean? Why should we keep hiding it? It's true. Anybody that done this long enough and been doing it big enough, no, ain't nobody doing every single thing every single night. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Might as well just go and get it out there. So we got to analyze and see, are you cleaning fast enough? And if you know you done tried everything and that's really what it is, cool. Now we got to ask ourselves, now, what are you paying people? Let me see if you added more contacts down the bottom, because you might do. He said, I'm paying my people 18. So you got some profit in there. So if we do 18 divided by 24, let's see it real quick. If we do 18 divided by 24, nope, I'm doing it wrong. 24 minus 18, 6 divided by 24. You getting 25% profit margin. That's not horrible. That's still doable.
The sales tax.
Yeah. So just what I would do, here's what I would do. You said it, complain, but for what they want, what they are paying, it does not add up. And even my cleaners realize, right. So this is what you got to ask yourself. Is it worth losing? If it sounds like it is to you. And if it's worth you walking away from it and you have more peace, then go have that conversation now. But if you know you need that money, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep listening to their constructive criticism. We're going to figure out a way to make this process work. And you also going to realize you still are making some profit. It's not like you're losing money on it. It's just not the profit you want to be making on it. And then what we can do is towards the end of that contract, assuming you got an annual agreement, about 3 months before that agreement is about to end, we go ahead and renew, but we renew with a renegotiation in mind. And we say, okay, I just want to let you know that when we initially quoted you guys for this job, the same conversation you need to have right now, but you can have it then if you want to keep it. If you don't care about losing, then have it now. One last thing. It was something else I was going to say on that, but I forgot because I see the time. And I also see we got a lot more questions, so I'm going to move on. But, yeah. So, all right, it was oh, shoot. You with me? Yep. You with me, Sherman?
Yeah.
We got a meeting right after this. Okay, I'm gonna let you drive that one.
That's fine.
Right. All right. Alberto says, "Yo, AJ, why did you stop?" Oh, I love this one. I like this one very much. So, why did you stop having an active cleaning business? Knowing the game, why did you stop having your own cleaning business? It's multiple different reasons. Originally, it was simply because I had a non-compete in place with JanPro. I couldn't do cleaning business, I think, for 2 years. I can't remember how long it was at that time. So that was the original reason. And then I did what I knew, which was this. So I started Clean Biz Network. And then Clean Business Network actually became a thing. It became a company. I was actually just trying to survive at first, and then it actually started becoming something. And I went ahead and got that LLC. We made it to an actual company, and now the company is doing so very well that actually we're gonna keep locking in on this. Like I always tell y'all, you pick one thing, you stick with it. I absolutely can go start a cleaning company today and turn that thing all the way up. But business is business. Same headaches I run into in this, I'm gonna run into in that, and vice versa. It's all the same. And I scaled this super fast because I knew how to scale from when I had my cleaning company. It's literally all the same thing. All right. Shout out to you, no problem. What we got here? Darrell says I got in from an employee who worked there and cleaned for me in the daytime. She told the owner about we're going back to the strip club. I'm with the strip club. Fuck it. She told me I'm single now, right? Apparently, fuck it.
Everybody who need cleaners, who keep asking, where do you find cleaners? And I always say, wherever you can, look where he got some of his from. So, I want to stop by your neighborhood, and drop off some flyers or something.
The facts, though. And he said one of the dancers recommended a seat. You know what I mean? That's why you be personable with anybody. Don't disrespect that young woman because of her profession. You never know, might lead to some business. All right.
I have so many other questions. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Listen, my mind is thinking a million things.
That's offline, though.
It's all right. It's all right. I always say small accounts under $1,000 per month are the best accounts. I like small accounts. I actually like even the once a week ones because they got the best profit margin. They always had the best profit margin for me. Yeah. So it balances out those bigger ones. And then too, if you got a lot of those, even if you lose one here or there, you got so many more money coming in. All right, the staff there, it just appreciated how clean and good the smell is. You know, it works for time. Only because of time. I will there. All right. Facts though. What's the easiest way to get Airbnb? I'm not an Airbnb person. Anybody? I'm not either.
Yeah, I've cleaned Airbnbs in the past, and I will say, if you clean Airbnbs, make that your niche. They require a lot of attention, like a newborn baby, tight windows, detailed cleans, repairs, washing, laundry, bedding change. So if that's what you're gonna do, make that all you do. Pretty much, make it a niche. So
shout out to everybody that do Airbnb. Miss Mila, we miss you over here. Who else? Maddie Shepard just came on for an interview. What do you fellas use to keep track of people's cleaning schedules, especially when people fill in and float for other cleaners?
I use Connect Team. I'm looking to build something inside of the CBN CRM. I ain't made the time to do that yet, so I use Connect Team for the time being. And it's good.
So, Brandon, for you, you're thinking about using a CRM. We'll talk. I'm almost finished with doing what I'm trying to do with that, but I use Connect Team for employees. One, because the price is not expensive and they need to clock in and clock out. For my subcontractors, I'm currently using Jobber, but I'm switching over to the CRM. I just haven't perfected some things on it where they can close or verify jobs are complete using the client portal and subcontractor portal that we created. But that's automation stuff. So we're talking about 10 program, but if you were here yesterday, we would have talked about automations, and that's automations. But get into CBN, join CBN, or join the automations, or the 1010program.com. You need to get onto that. But Brandon, I'll talk to you.
100%.
I'll say this: if you join 1010 and you want help with that particular department or anything automations, choose him as your coach for the 1010 program. Because once you got us 101, we got to tell you what we know now.
Yeah.
So,
101, I got it.
You paying for it. All right, I'm paying him $18 an hour. We went over that one already. Thank you for that contact. We're going to keep it moving because of time. I'm definitely got it. Hello, I'm just starting out. I do need more than a website, or do I need the whole 1010? I'm just starting out. Do I need more than a website? Do I need the whole 1010? The way you asking it is not what you really want to know. I know what you want to know. So, do you need the whole 1010? Of course you don't need. I never tell you need any of this stuff. It'll be a good idea for you probably, but it just depends. So I would have go 1010program.com. When you go there, it's not going to ask you to buy it yet. Just go on there and schedule a discovery call with us, and let's talk and let's see what's the best options for you. If we get you on there and we see that you're better off just joining the $99 a month program, the basic, then we'll tell you to do that. If we see you better off in the automation program, we're going to tell you to do that. If we see that you're good for the 1010, we're going to tell you to do that. If we see that, you know what, just keep watching AJ on YouTube. You buy it. I'm going to tell you to do that. But what I'm not going to do is tell you to do something that I don't think that's the best for you. So schedule a discovery call with the 1010program.com. No problem. Thank you. How can I calculate my minimum charge rate? I have an answer, but I don't.
That's
anyway.
Watch.
I'll say.
Well, I was just gonna say watch some videos out there. They'll tell you, but it just all depends. I mean, you got the question is very vague, but your minimum charge rate.
I say it this way.
Yeah.
But profit margin. What's your minimum profit margin? What is the lowest you will accept? For me, the absolute lowest is 20. Absolute lowest. And if it's below that, okay, now I really underbid the fuck out of this. We have to talk. If I'm still getting at least 20, well, I've got to eat that as long as they're not no headache. Now, if they're a headache and I ain't getting the profit I wanted, I'm willing to lose that. But if they're a good client, 20%. 20% profit margin. Yep. So if I'm not getting, but if I'm getting 20% at the bare minimum and the customer is okay, fine. I'll eat it. I made that bed. I'm gonna eat it, and then as the years go for the renewal every year, we can discuss it and we just put incremental raises in it. That's why too, with the template that we provide y'all on CBN, I just automatically added that in there for y'all, that clause where we raise the price by 3% every year anyway. All right. Thank you for that. Good. Thank y'all so much, CBN. Thank y'all, CBN, for helping out in the comments. We're going to stop it right there. Instagram, y'all good. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my cousin. I see you over there on Instagram. Chat with Logistics checking in. Do all the trucking and logistics over there. All right. Thank y'all so much. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. I am the Clean and Business GOAT. I got some help here. Let these people know where they can follow us all.
I'm Brandon Orr. You can find me on Instagram. I am Brandon Orr, specializing in sales, helping you to grow your business and turning them leads into deals.
There we go.
You got a slogan too? Dang, man. All right. I'm Sherman Lewis. I got one. Hold on. I'm Sherman Lewis. I'm the owner of Squeaky Clean here in Columbia, South Carolina. Also the founder of Clean Success Academy and Clean Success VA Staffing Solutions. I am the person, if you want to know about automations and setting up your systems, I'm the guy you want to talk to. And I always say, in order to elevate, you got to automate. Let's go.
Let's
See?
get it. Look, don't sleep on Brand. I told you he's sales expert over here now, so don't sleep on him. Like, he did a cold call yesterday where we was doing the coaching call, knocked it out the park. It was natural.
Always.
I want to do some more.
Yeah, for sure. All right. We're gonna hop off, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I did see the other comment, but unfortunately, we just out of time, y'all. Make sure y'all come back. We're gonna be here every Friday, 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna give y'all something before we go, and we're gonna go out just like this. Goodbye. Where is it? I think we're gonna go out like that. There it is. All right, talk to y'all later.
None of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show.